Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about the Warriors game today. I'm going to come back to recapping the Warriors. It's been a while since I've recapped a Warrior game, but I watched this one. Want to get into recapping the second half of the Warriors, just because I haven't been recapping them, for a while. Doesn't mean I haven't been watching. I've been watching the game, but I've been really frustrated watching them. Kind of just didn't want to come in here and say the same thing after every few games they lost. But today they get a win over the Dallas Mavericks. Obviously they traded Luka. Kyrie didn't play like he did in the matchup last time they played. Clay was trash. They didn't have Lively or Gafford, but we lost to them. They didn't have those guys, and Kyrie had a big game and beat us a few games ago, so there's no really excuse. We just played way better than they and destroyed them. Remember all the washed Curry takes? Turns out he's not washed. He just needed needed some help, and that help has been Jimmy Butler. I remember when I ranted about that trade, how wrong I was. And I even made a video. Said I was wrong about the Jimmy Butler trade about 2 or 3 games into the Jimmy Butler Warrior era. He's been fantastic for this basketball team. And Steph Curry's been on a heater these last few games. Hell, he's been fantastic. They had 30 points, 12 of 20 from the floor, had 7 assists. In the Kings game, he had 20.6 assists, 7 of 13. The Houston game, 27, 7 for 17. Milwaukee, 38, 12 of 24. Chicago, 34, 10 of 19. He's not having to take, these 30-shot games like he did against Utah and Los Angeles. Not having to take these 30 shots, somewhere between about 20, about 15, 20. Sometimes he'll take over 20. But he's been absolutely fantastic. After the trade deadline, he's averaging about 30 points per game. Had a 30-point game today. He even hit the night on a bitch-ass P.J. Washington. Don't run, P.J. Washington. Remember you hitting the night twice when you didn't play against the Warriors. So, don't run. But yeah, great game from Curry. He only had played 29 minutes. He had 37 and 4. Pajimski's been fantastic since coming back from injury. Today he had 17 points, 13 rebounds, 7 for 15. And ever since that injury, man, ever since he's come back from it, he's been playing really well. And he had a really rough start to the season, but the injury might have been a blessing in disguise, because ever since he's come back from that injury, he's just been playing a lot better offensively, nailing a few threes here and there. He's also been attacking the glass and making shots. He's been really, really good. I know I've been shitting on him a lot probably at the start of the season, in the middle of the season when I was recapping games or retweeting and liking stuff about how he's been playing bad. But he's been playing a lot better lately, just more confidence from Pajimski. Jimmy Butler at 18 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds for Jimmy, 5 for 9. For Jimmy Butler. I believe he had a few free throws as well. Probably had a steal or 2, I think. Yeah, he's been absolutely fantastic. First home game. And I'm not saying we're going to be a finals contender, but I think we can be legitimately dangerous. If we can get that type of Curry, these 25, 30-point games, you get really good you get a good all-around Jimmy Butler game, a good Draymond game. If we can keep this up defensively, and if Moody, Pajimski can continue playing well, and if Kuminga comes off the bench and plays well, I think we can still be a good team to make the playoffs. Like the Chef and the Butler cooking, and Steph's averaging 30 points since the trade. I think the IQ and competitiveness it's more there. You have more IQ out there with Jimmy Butler, more competitiveness on both ends. It's a good fit for Jimmy. I'm not going to count us out of making a playoff run if we can continue to win games going forward. Just keep building on what we're doing. I think we're in 5 games. We're 4-1 since the Jimmy trade. So he's been fantastic. Moody, 14 points. Another good Moses Moody game. 5 for 10, coming off that 8 of 11 game against Sacramento. Then the 10.49 game against Houston. Been playing really well these last 3 games. I knew Moses Moody was good. He just wasn't getting the consistent playing time. Now that he's got it, I like to see him keep starting. Kaminga's really good coming off the bench. I like to see that going forward. But the Warriors are now 30 and 27, by the way. Draymond Green, 13 points, 6 assists, 4 boards for Draymond, 5 for 10. So, great game from him as well. For Mr. Draymond, he was holding the night celebration, freaking emoting on the Cavaliers, or excuse me, the Mavericks. Buddy Hield, typical Buddy Hield game, 3 points. They only took 4 shots. Quentin Post, 10 points, 3 assists, 6 rebounds for the rookie Quentin Post. Dude, he's been a great shooting the 3 ball this year. Freaking rookie, 7-footer that can shoot the 3. Even had 6 boards, 3 assists. It was great. Kevin Knox, 4 points. GP2, 3 points, 3 boards. Looney, 7 points. Guy Santos, 5 points, 8 rebounds. That dude battles on the boards. Like, he battles. Warriors shot 48% today. They didn't shoot great from 3, 12 of 40, 30%. But they had 60 points in the paint, so that kind of shows the Mavericks really missed their centers. We had 60 points in the paint. We forced 18 Maverick turnovers, 30 assists on 47 made field goals. Warriors dominated the boards as well. Once again, it shows Mavericks missed their centers. We out-rebounded 54-42, 17-8 offensive, 37-34 defensive, 20 of 23, 87% from the line. Since we've got Jimmy Butler, our free throw shooting's been really good. Shot 48% from the field. Mavericks 45% from the floor. 40.6 from 3. 13 of 32. 13 of 19. 68% from the line. But the keys were really just points in the paint. Outscoring by 14 there. We forced 8 more turnovers. And made 7 more free throws. And out-rebounded them by 12. Dominated. Got a lot of extra possessions. Shot, what is it? 17 more shot. No, 15 more shot attempts got up. Mavericks are now 31-27. We're 30-27, I believe, half a game back from Dallas. We outscored them 33-18 in that first quarter, 28-26 in that second quarter, 39-31 that third quarter. That scores 27-26 in that fourth quarter. Lead scorer P.J. Washington, 17 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. 7 for 11. That doesn't really matter. Meaningless stats. Or, excuse me, we are actually 5-1 in the Jimmy Butler era. But yeah, Steph hit a 3 over P.J. Washington. I mean, he done the night celebrations previously this season on the Warriors. So, Curry did it to him. Clay had 11 points. 3 for 8 from Klay Thompson. He was not great today. Not good at all. 11 points, 3 for 8. Kessler Edwards, 6 points, 8 boards. Irving, 17 points, 4 assists, 6 rebounds for him. 7 of 19 from Kyrie. Not a great game from Kyrie compared to the first game he had, the second game he had against us. I forgot what day it was. I forgot what. Was it like a week ago? Exum 5 points, Marshall 9 points, Hardy 11 points, Prosper 7 points, Dinwiddie's 3 points, Max Christie 2 points, 1 for 5, Moses Brown 7 points, 8 rebounds, Williams 5 points, and Kelly 2 points. So a very good win for the Warriors. They're now 30-27. The only game they've lost was actually in the Jimmy Butler era. The only loss was actually to the Dallas Mavericks. The game I thought they got robbed of, but they've been playing really well. 6 games, 5-1. I feel like they're just playing more competitiveness. They're playing more competitive defensively. Steph Curry actually has a second guy, that can create. Jimmy Butler's a really good passer for his position. And he plays well defensively. Really good defender, and he can be a foul baiter. Might be a little annoying, But hey, I like it on my team where we can actually get to the free throw line. Next few games coming up should be wins, really. We got the Hornets on Tuesday I'll be here for. Then against Orlando, against Philadelphia, Charlotte again on our next 4. So that's really favorable schedule for our next 4 games. So, yeah, I'm glad to get back in the swing of things with Warrior recaps. Like I said, I've been watching the games, just haven't been recapped. But they're playing a lot better now. It's more fun to watch. At least these games are actually competitive. In the last 2 games, they've just destroyed their opponents, Sacramento and Dallas. So I'll be back here on Tuesday against Charlotte. So yeah, peace.